Nathan Torres found himself exactly where he didn't want to be. The Riverside Hotel's charity gala, surrounded by tuxedoed elites feigning concern for underprivileged youth while clinking glasses filled with champagne that cost more than his daughter's tuition. His presence there was purely professional. As Morrison Events, head of security, he'd been assigned to oversee safety for clients like these. At 34, juggling a 7-year-old daughter and a job that paid just enough to avoid drowning in debt, he'd rather be anywhere else. Still, duty called. He was conducting a routine perimeter check when a commotion near the martial arts demo area pulled his attention. A crowd had formed around a man Nathan immediately recognized. Richard Chen, tech mogul, philanthropist, and, according to promotional materials, an 8th Dan Aikido master who'd trained in Japan for 15 years. Chen moved with the fluid precision of someone who'd spent decades mastering his craft, effortlessly guiding volunteers through techniques that redirected force rather than inflicted harm. Aikido is about harmony, Chen told the audience, his voice smooth as silk. We use an opponent's energy to deflect aggression, protecting everyone involved. Nathan listened with detached curiosity. He'd studied Chen's background thoroughly. Legitimate martial artist, not one of those bought belts pretending expertise. Then Chen's gaze locked onto him. You there, security officer, you look trained. Will you spar with me? Nathan hesitated. He was working, not performing. But the weight of expectation from wealthy patrons pressed down like a stone. I'm not dressed for it, sir, he said, nodding at his plainclothes uniform. Just a friendly match. Chen's challenge wasn't hostile, merely relentless. Nathan sensed the setup, the billionaire wanting to showcase his skills against security staff, proving his art to donors. Fine, he said, stepping onto the mat. But don't cry when I pin you. The crowd chuckled. Chen's smile broadened. Ready when you are. Nathan adopted a relaxed stance, hands hanging loose. He looked every bit the working-class father, not the elite warrior Chen expected. Attack me however you want, Chen offered, settling into his Aikido posture. Nathan moved. 2 seconds that would haunt Chen's phone for weeks. Nathan feinted left, spun inward, slipped past Chen's defenses, swept his legs, and brought the billionaire crashing to the floor. Nathan's hand rested lightly at Chen's throat, not constricting, merely controlling. The silence was absolute. He released immediately, offering his palm to help Chen up. Apologies, you did say to attack freely. Chen accepted the gesture, rising with a mix of shock and something softer, admiration. What was that? Krav Maga, Nathan replied. Judo, a bit of boxing. Whatever works, Chen echoed, laughing. Where'd you learn it? Nathan shrugged. Israeli Defense Forces first, born there, served my time, then 6 years with U.S. Special Forces. They refined it, now I just stay sharp. Chen's expression shifted to wonder. You're IDF-trained Special Forces and you're doing this job. It pays the bills, Nathan said simply. Stability matters more than glory when you've got a kid waiting at home. Chen studied him. That takedown could have hurt me badly, but you controlled it perfectly. Minimal force, maximum efficiency. That's Krav Maga's essence, end threats fast, no extra damage. I should apologize, you're older and I'm at your charity event. Don't, Chen said, his voice warm, humbling, exactly what I needed. He addressed the crowd. Ladies and gentlemen, this is real martial arts. Not staged demonstrations for donations, but actual combat from someone who's faced real threats. I've trained 30 years and this man just taught me a lesson in 2 seconds. Later, Chen invited Nathan to his office. I need your expertise, he said, overlooking the cityscape. My company, been breached repeatedly. My security team handles basics but not real threats. I want you to assess vulnerabilities, train staff, design protocols. Report directly to me, set your hours around your daughter, triple your pay. Nathan considered his daughter Lily, the medical debt from her mother's passing, the years of stagnation. What's the schedule? Flexible, work remotely if needed. Bring Lily to the office, I understand. And if I'm not qualified, then you'll find someone better. I trust your judgment, Chen pressed. Saturday night, you neutralized an 8th Dan master in seconds. That's skill, control, wisdom. That's what I need. Nathan agreed. Within 3 weeks, he'd mapped a dozen vulnerabilities. 3 months later, protocols were rebuilt, teams retrained, but something shifted in Chen too. Teach me, he asked one day. Not Aikido, I've had 30 years of that. Show me practical combat. Because, Nathan said, your philosophy meant nothing against someone who actually fights. I want to learn what works. They trained twice weekly, stripped of tradition, focused on efficiency. Richard embraced the humility of starting over, eager to learn. Their friendship deepened. Nathan brought Lily to the office. Chen attended school events, becoming her honorary uncle. 2 years later, when Chen faced a kidnapping attempt, Nathan's protocols and training prevailed. The threat was neutralized cleanly. You saved me, Chen said afterward. Your team saved you. I just taught them how. You taught me humility first, before any technique. That night I was showing off. You reminded me rank means nothing without real skill. Nathan smiled. You stayed calm, followed protocols, didn't let ego rule. That's mastery. Years later, when the viral video circulated, Chen would say, that man taught me the most vital lesson of my martial arts journey. Years of training, titles, rank, none of it matters if you've never faced someone who truly knows how to fight. Nathan had shown Nathan the chasm between demonstration and reality, theory and practice, ego and truth. And Nathan, he'd tell his daughter the tale of the night he toppled a billionaire and found purpose, mentorship, friendship. The secret, Lily, is real skill doesn't need to prove itself. You act decisively, nothing more. Stay humble, keep learning, and remember, preparation wins over reputation every time. Did he really make you cry? Lily asked. No, he'd reply, but I made him laugh. And sometimes that's the greater victory, earning respect, sharing knowledge, building something meaningful from a moment of grace. Richard discovered true mastery meant admitting ignorance. Nathan realized his skills had purpose beyond survival, and everyone who watched that 2-second takedown, they learned the quiet security guard in the corner might have been the most formidable person there. They just didn't need to demonstrate it, unless asked. If this story moved you, share it with someone who values substance over spectacle. Subscribe for tales of genuine skill, earned respect, and discovering opportunity in unexpected turns. Comment about a time when underestimating someone reshaped your perspective.